Okay, first we print out our pattern.
The printing process can only be done with a laser printer. An inkjet printer is no good, guys, so don't try it.
Now, for the transfer of the picture onto our plate, we have the picture of our flower, which we're going to use in this case, and we center it. We center it, and that's the way that's going to be portioned onto the plate. We take a paint stripper or something similar that's going to dissolve the ink, and by using we're going to brush that on just lightly, and then with a bit of pressure we're going to transfer that image. Take our towel. And we have the transfer of the image onto the plate. Okay, we're ready to start our pyrography. The machine that we use is a razor tip machine, and basically in a project such as this with the flower, I'm really only using two tips. Firstly, we're using a skew tip, as you can see there. Oops, there we are. As you can see there, and that's for very fine cuts and for feathering, etc. And I do most of my outline work with this. And in fact I do most of my work with the skew chisel. And the other skew pyrography pen, and the second one is the shader, which has a a spoon-like tip, and you're using the back edge of that for shading. Okay, so the unit itself has a variable heat knob on it, so from very light right round to hot, on-off switch, and this switch switches between pens. Once they've been used and I put them back on the holder and I switch over, they cool down very quickly. Within 10-15 seconds they're quite easy to touch. So it's a very good machine. I've had others. This is probably the best that I've used.
Now we begin burning the project, and I used the skew nib to burn the outlines and all the straight lines and curve lines. So it's all straightforward. What I'm showing you here is that when we're drawing a curve line, you're just using the tips of your finger to rotate the pen on the curve, so that it makes it easier to do that. So if you watch closely as I come round, I'm just starting to rotate the fingers. There we go, to get that curve as we come round. And on the other side we do the same process. Same when we're outlining the veins of the leaf here. Now these are the lines that are going to stand out at the end. And a lot of these lines I'll go over again towards the end after I've finished shading. Now what I'm demonstrating there is that often you rotate your material rather than trying to rotate your pen.
Okay, so now we have the basic outlines all burnt in. We're going to start with the shading. Now, because there was no, there's only the basic shading on this, I like to get something like a drawing such as this to give me an idea of, to look at while I'm shading, to get the right nuances and to get the shading down right. So I like to have a guide to actually look at to make sure that we're doing it right. So we'll pick up it with our shader and we'll start to fill in the shading spots. After we've done that, I'll then go back over with the skew tip burner just to accentuate the details again. So we're going to be using this tip, which is a spoon shader. So now we're just going over some important lines just to deepen and darken them because we've been shading, and we want those lines to stand out again, particularly around the edge of the rose and the leaves, just to make those well and truly stand out.
So back down to the workshop and remount it in the chuck on the lathe again.
Okay, so we have our plate back in the chuck, and we're just going to hit it with a little bit of 600 sandpaper, and then put some triple E cream on it. Okay, so our burning is quite good. There's no need to touch that up any extra, and the triple E cream is going to bring that up a treat. Well, that's come up lovely. A nice finish. What I will do is put an extra bit of lavender cream on it. It's an old furniture polish, and it's got a bit of beeswax and canuba and candilla wax, and it's got a lovely lavender fragrance in it too, just to give it a lovely smell as well. So we'll just put a little bit of that also on the face. That's beautiful. And you can see that the light blending off that finish. It's a really lovely finish. So guys, that's how we do the product. That's how I turn and burn, and it's only a decorative plate. It's meant to go on a little holder, which I'll make myself, and you know, that's for putting up there on the shelf, just to admire. And I give these away as gifts. It's not a long process, but it's very much appreciated by those who I give them to. So while people are happy to take them, I'll keep making them. So thanks guys, bye for now.